Hello everybody, how y'all doing on this Monday? Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to dive right into this. I know my microphone doesn't like me again. So let's just go ahead and dive right into this because it's a little bit of a big message. All right, first up, the Spirit Animal Oracle. Find out what sort of spirit animals are around us. All right, very first card from the bottom of the deck is the number 48 card. That's a 4-8 card, Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner mind. All right, second card from the top of the deck, the number 27 card. That's the 2-7 card, the Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. And the last card, also from the top of the deck, is the number 26 card. That's the 2-6 card, the Flamingo Spirit. Embrace the in-between. All right, all that added up to 2. 2 being the number for partnerships. It could be partnering with spirit or members from your spiritual community. It could also be earthly partnerships, whether it be a romantic partnership, business partnership, or it could be partnership between the divine masculine and feminine within yourself. Okay, so the next deck is the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. I thought it would be, with everything that's going on right now, with all the retrogrades, the full moon coming up, the Lionsgate portal that we're in right now, and the fact that, of course, tomorrow night isn't just a full moon, but also a super full moon, and it's also the first in a blue moon series. So yeah, we have a lot that's going to be going on and everything. I thought it might be a good idea for us to check in with our chakras, see where we're at. Okay, all right, first up, and that's basically the spread that I always use with this deck. Okay, all right, first up in the root chakra position is and it's the card from the bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups. So what will help basically root us or ground us or what have you is tapping into those joyful times, those really, really great times and everything, basically where those times that made us feel like we were a kid again or what have you, whether it's going to an amusement park or whatever the case may be. Definitely right now is a really, really good time to ground ourselves in those sorts of emotions, those feelings. Okay, and the rest of these cards come from the top of the deck, and our root chakra basically is right there at the base of our spine. I know, my poor. There we go. Let's try that. All right. Next up is our sacral chakra, which is right here. It's basically our reproductive area. It's also our center of creativity, and it's right here below our belly button. All right. And it is this card that was drawn is the number 15 card from the Major Arcana Reclamation. It in the traditional Rider-Waite, it would be the Devil card. Don't fret, okay? Basically what this is telling us, use our creativity, okay, to help reclaim ourselves, to help us to basically exclaim who it is that we are, whether we're telling ourselves, basically tapping into this area to basically reinvent ourselves. Okay, maybe you have been working on reinventing yourself and everything. Continue doing that. Or if you were thinking about it, or you are not quite sure, whatever, tap into that area and figure out who it is that you really want to be, or who it is that you really are. Okay, use that creativity. Okay. All right, next up is our solar plexus, which is right here just below our rib cage, okay? It's basically our center of self-empowerment, our strength, and so on and so forth. And, excuse me, the card that was pulled was the number 0 card, Potential. That's from the Major Arcana also. You'll find that there's quite a few Major Arcana cards with this spread today. And basically this is the Fool in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and it's all about new beginnings, okay, new potential and everything, tapping into our strength to reinvent ourselves and tap into our joy and so forth. It will help give us strength and give us that new beginning. All right. Interestingly, for the heart, obviously, right here where our heart is, our heart chakra, the card that was pulled was the number 5 card from the major arcana, the Hierophant. In the traditional Rider-Waite. In this deck, it's called the Mystic. Interestingly, this card, I know it's kind of difficult to see, sorry, but you see the book down there with the keys. If you go back to Friday's message for the light workers and light warriors, yeah, there was the card where we were given the key to for opportunity, okay, and I had talked about it, being opportunity for love, to be bringing love in or whatever. Interestingly, we also have on this card the 2 full moons, and the fact that she's standing in water. Now, I realize that tomorrow night's full moon is an Aquarian full moon. Aquarius is air sign. However, Aquarius is also the water bearer. Okay, doing a lot of cleansing and so forth, letting things go and doing that sort of inner work. Okay, so during this time, we can be open to opportunities for love. And I'm not just talking about, love, between 2 people or what have you. I'm also talking about self-love, doing all that cleansing work and so forth during this time, basically during the next month, in between those 2 full moons, to allow opportunities for love to come in. Okay? Interesting that sort of message would come out on Friday with love, and then this card winds up showing up for the heart chakra today. I know. I just love synchronicities. All right, next up, the throat chakra, right here. Basically, the center of our truth, speaking our truth and everything. The card that was pulled, 8 of Wands, all about communication, all about those communication messages coming in and so forth. In this case, speaking your truth, speaking what's on your mind, speaking your truth, and not being afraid of speaking your truth. All right, whatever that truth is. Next up, our third eye right here. Basically, our center of intuition, where we get all those visions in and so forth. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, and the traditional Rider-Waite deck, and also with this deck, does deal with loss and everything. But at the same point, seeing how we have all this cleansing work going on with our heart, yeah, we may be feeling lost, but it's also all about opening ourselves up to opportunities, especially with being able to bring in more spiritual gifts, being able to bring in more visions and so forth. All right, letting all of that go, letting go of our egos and so forth, to help us build our intuition. All right. And last is our crown chakra right up here. This is where we really, get all those messages and so forth. And the card that was pulled is the number 10 card from the major arcana. And this deck is called Chance. And the traditional Rider-Waite would be the Wheel of Fortune. So basically allowing things to continue in that cycle. Continuing allowing ourselves to do all of our cleansing work and so forth, and help rebuild ourselves, start off in that new beginning. Not only this card, but also in this card. And reminding us, think on your feet and embrace that in between, basically the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. Okay? All right, this added up to 4, which is all about stability. So if you do this work and everything, it'll help with your stability, especially during this time. And the whole reading, 2 + 4 would be 6, all about our home environment. Home can be our actual home or with our bodies, which makes a lot of sense with this being a reading all about our chakras. All right. Be sure to hit those like buttons and subscribe, and also please share. I love you all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.